Senator, thank you for joining us. Prime Minister Cameron is obviously worried about more terrorist attacks. Do you believe the danger is increasing? There will be another attack on this country?
I do, and I think in addition to the traditional risk of terrorism, which is what we experienced at 9/11, people from the Middle East coming to the U.S., hijacking an airplane, crashing it into a building, in addition to that sort of threat, which remains real, there's also the threat of homegrown violent extremism, which we've been warning about now for a couple years. And what's made it more interesting, of course, and more dangerous is that, in fact, some of these individuals that are plotting these attacks may not even have traveled to the Middle East. They've been radicalized in a local mosque or online, and they've received instructions and or inspiration about how to carry out these attacks in the West from online platforms. So I think that's a very real risk for Europe, which is closer to the Middle East and has large immigrant populations from that region. But it's a real risk here in the United States, a country where every single year millions of people visit, travel to, immigrate to.
Well, are you satisfied the government is doing everything that should be done right now?
Well, we need to do more, and I mean, part of that is this debate we're going to have about our intelligence gathering capability. You know, there are people in Washington who believe that our programs go too far, and I'm certainly sensitive to privacy expectations and, of course, privacy rights. But the flip side of it, and I've always warned about this, is that there are people today, including in our own country, who are actively plotting to carry out attacks. Just this week, one of them was arrested. And they don't need a wide web of conspirators, one or two people. Sometimes someone on their own could do this, and we need to have the capability to identify them. Even with all that, I believe the chances are that eventually someone will get through the cracks and be able to carry out an attack, but as you saw in Boston a year ago. But it's a real threat. We need to do more because this new threat is growing.